Ronaldo chop. Oh my gosh, Ronaldo chop and goal. Okay. This Sancho card knows how to play. Look at that. What's good, Stopde Nation? Welcome back to another video. So we got a big one today. We are going to do a max rated Sancho card, the SBC card. See how he plays. We're going to put him in the right mid position, the right wing position. We're going to see where he plays better because a lot of you were asking for this on the last video. If there's other cards you want to see some gameplay for, let us know in the comments below. But it's time to check out Sancho at 103 overall. Alright, so, again, if you want to get the Sancho card, and this is the interesting thing with all of these ones, and I kind of like this. I kind of do like that we have sort of this, you know, the only way to get this Sancho card is through the SBC. Kind of makes it a bit more exclusive in my mind. But we have this Sancho card. So, Jadon Sancho is going to be the 96 SBC card this week. So, to do the SBC, I don't know if it's kind of weird that can I do this again? Is it going to let me do this SBC again? Weird. Anyways, I don't know how I was actually able to go into this SBC because I already did the Sancho SBC, but I don't really want him a second time, so I'm not going to bother doing it again. But anyways, you need a 90 overall team, you need 3 Bundesliga team of the season players, and you need 6 Bundesliga players. So realistically, they're not terrible SBCs to do because you do have, yeah, see, it's not going to let me, that was weird that it let me in there. Because, you know, when you're doing them, you can really just pick up some pretty cheap players from the reserve players because those players count out of there as well. So usually, you know, do a couple from your reserve player. That's usually what I end up doing, is just taking some from my reserve player wheel and then just kind of filling out the rest of them from the market, because a lot of these players, especially from there, are going for a pretty good price, which is also why it's a bit cheaper to level players up now as well. So we're going to go in here. We're going to put Sancho on the team. I'm going to test him out first as a right mid card. So you can see he's maybe not quite comparatively so far to that Wama card, but we are going to look at putting him in here. So I did make a bit of a mistake. I bought a ton of midfield players because I forgot about the fact that he's right wing, not right mid. So then I did go ahead and pick up one of our shapeshifter cards to move it in there. I think it is a little bit more expensive doing it that way, but we did end up getting enough to make him a 103 overall. So it's going to cost us about 15 million coins or something like that to kind of do both of those. But we're going to put that in, get him to a 103 overall card. And when we get him to 103, he still doesn't have quite the pace. Like if we compare him here, let's check out the difference. So we go from 131. He does actually, oh, I was gonna say he's better physical, which I was surprised about. He's got better shooting, a lot better shooting, and a little bit better agility in there. And let's see what he's got. So 128 versus, so crossing not as good, curve not as good, a bit better dribbling, a lot better ball control, which I like, but lower on the agility, lower on some of the strengths. It'll be interesting to see how he plays for us in game. With a 14 skill boost, he has 133 sprint, 130 acceleration, 129 positioning, 127 long shot, 124 curve, 140 ball control, 130 dribbling, so pretty decent in those things. 91 strength isn't bad too, so I'm not disappointed by that strength, and he's got really good balance. 125 balance should help him kind of push players off on the wing. High attacking work rate, medium defensive work rate, but this is the thing I'm really excited about. He's got Ronaldo chop, and Ronaldo chop, if you haven't used this as a skill move before, it kind of works a lot like a fake shot, but you know, maybe sometimes a little bit more effective than fake shot, so it can be a really fun, it's a fun move to use. If anything else, Ronaldo chop is a fun move to kind of just play around with, so I'm at least excited about that. And then he has finesse shot, flare, playmaker, and outside foot shot. So another downside, in my opinion, of this card is the fact that he doesn't have speed dribbler. I personally have found that speed dribbler is one of my favorite attributes to use in any of my wingers, my strikers, all those things. So I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have that. He does have 5-star weak foot, and yeah, that's basically what we got for all the stats on there. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays in game. We'll test him out here first in our regular 4-4-2 formation. Then I will play some matches with him in right wing and see how he plays as a striker as well, or a right winger as well. Kicks the game off, Mbappe. It looks like our opponent may be using autoplay. Look at that. Oh, yeah. See the Ronaldo chop? Oh, my gosh. Ronaldo chop is such a nice move. Okay. I've used players with Ronaldo chop before that have not been as effective, and I think part of the reason is just because the Ronaldo chop that they had there, you know, they weren't as skilled as players. So he actually does a really good job with that Ronaldo chop. So I'm excited to try that out a little bit more as we move forward in this. So good ball there. Good play from Alexander-Arnold. Gets up to Sancho. He does have a good pass there. Michael Owen to Beckham. Beckham to Sancho, and he's going to make it all the way down the pitch. Okay, here we go. He's got good pace. He's going to move it into the box. We'll test out that finesse from the top. get it on. He got it on his weak foot. That was a bit. Well, actually, he got it on his strong foot. But I mean, he got it on the foot that was not the one that would make sense to take the shot with. But I suppose that's what happens when you're trying to curve it in. So that was a little bit my fault there. Well, that was a lot my fault there. But he did definitely have that pace to stay on with it. Here we go. Let's test out the shot from the top. Stops and turns it. Ronaldo chop. Oh my gosh, Ronaldo chop and goal. Okay. This Sancho card knows how to play. Look at that. Ronaldo chop puts it in the net. This card. So, is he better? Is he the best right mid card so far? I'm not sure. He definitely is going to be up there with the cards that I've played with for top right mid. But I have to say, one thing that he is above most of the cards I've used is fun to use. Like that Ronaldo chop is a great skill move to use right here. So here we go. Sancho coming in with this Ronaldo chop. Oh, couldn't do it, but he gets on the ball. Okay, Sancho. Okay, Sancho. He's showing us what he can do right here. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you can Ronaldo chop. But look at me, I can do the flip-flap. And then Grealish loses it after. So, okay, here we go. Michael Owen. Out to Sancho. Again, Ronaldo chop to find some room. Ooh, okay, so it's not ideal. It actually was better as a fake shot, I feel like, in last season. This season, I feel like it's actually better to find some room when you're at the front of the top of the 18. So, we'll see what happens. Davies. Puskas is going to put that to Michael Owen. Michael Owen is going to tap that to David Beckham, but the wrong David Beckham. And Mbappe, they're going to try and move that over the top. Vidic. Drops that out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Puts that to Sancho. Here goes Sancho. Grealish. Cuts that out nicely. Davies. And that's going to be the halftime. So, first half performance from him. I like him. The Ronaldo chop is one of the smoothest Ronaldo chops I think I have used in honestly any season of FIFA Mobile. So, even better, I think, than in previous ones. Even better than when Ronaldo had Ronaldo chop. So, Sancho going there. The only thing is you definitely need to have that extra room, as you can see there. When we did it there, we had, oh, hold on, I gotta get this back. When we did it there, seriously, you're not gonna come out to that Petr check. You have that, because you have that extra touch there at the end, you really need to make sure, and the ball gets pushed so far away from your body. So, right, like if you're going with, you know, heel to heel, you're moving all in a forward momentum. If you're going with a flip flap, you know, you're going to deal with, you know, much closer to your body when you're going with this. So you just want to make sure you do have some space there, you know, and not other defenders that you might end up running into when it goes there. So here we go, Michael Owen. He's going to send that up to Puskas. He's going to go with this one, stops and turns it, sends it back to Michael Owen, who gets in the box, and Michael Owen drops that thing wide of the net. And there you go, a little bit of gameplay from Michael Owen in our Sancho review. Good block from David Beckham. Come on, Beckham, win that header. Nice win on the header there. Okay, here we go. Michael Owen to Beckham. Beckham. Okay, Sancho. He does have a pretty nice roulette too. He's got good speed, which is nice. He can hang on to the ball. Ronaldo, oh my gosh. Ronaldo chop. I missed the shot at the end, but did you see that? You don't even need fake shot when you have this Sancho card. Oh, come on, let's go. 84th minute here. Good pressure on that. Undembele moves that up. Great ball there to get in the box. And let's just put this game away. All right, so the game's been put away, but so far, Sancho has played well. I like him as a right mid. I don't know. I might have to do a little bit of back and forth between him and Woman there, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But so far, I'm liking it. It's only been one game. I feel like I'm gonna play him as a right mid though. I honestly think I like him as a right mid. Probably what I'll do, I'll put him up as a right wing. We'll test him out as a right wing, and then maybe we'll kind of finish off with another game back at the right mid position. All right, so a couple changes in there. He's up at the right wing. Does get a little bit better sprint speed, positioning, long shot, curve, ball control. Well, ball control I think was at 140 either way. So a little bit better stats there. But I don't think better enough. It's a terrible way to say it, but I don't think better enough to make it worth, you know, moving to the right wing position. Just unless you like using a right wing. I don't think I would switch my formation to get him in position if you have a right mid formation. But if you like using a 4-3-3, something with it where you have him up front, I think that's good as well. Stays on it. Mateus gets that to Sancho. Davies on it. Nice play from Sancho to stay on that thing. So he gets into the box, gets pushed off the ball, but will get the free kick here. And in a decent position to take it. Let's see what Beckham can do here. Oh my gosh, David Beckham. Sancho earned the free kick there, and Beckham curves that thing in beautifully. Not the direction I swiped, obviously, but if you're ever taking a free kick in head-to-head, you know it never goes the direction that you want it to go. So Mane going with this. We do have a big comeback we're going to have to try and make here. Mateus. Out to Sancho, top of the box. Big effort, good goal. We still have 2 goals. Our opponent who crossed their goals to get them also seems to think that hitting a nice goal doesn't work. So we got the thumbs down there, which is odd, but that's okay. Top of the box, big effort. Nice shot there. Great save from the keeper, but we will take a corner here, so. Into Vidic. He's going to get up. Sancho! My goodness, Sancho. And then he picks it up. Great positioning. That's one thing I think I really like about this card. One of the things I've really noticed about this card so far in the first few games I've played with them is that his positioning and his sort of heads-up play offensively, especially if you're on attack, works out really well for this card. And then also just that Ronaldo chop is epic. And a big blast in the back of the net. Ronaldo chop works well. He finds himself into a good position. I love him as a right mid. I don't dislike him as a right wing, but I love him as a right mid card. I definitely love him as a right mid card. Ooh, that was some weird lag that went down. Good play from Sancho to come back. Gets it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Puskas is going to move that up. Gets that to Michael Owen. He sees that out to Mane. Mane is going to put that in the middle. Gets that to David Beckham. David Beckham finds it to Puskas. Puts it out to Sancho, who somehow stayed on side. And he will earn the corner there. I should just Ronaldo chop to find more room. It was a pretty good effort, though, for all of that to be able to keep that in. And a huge play from Alphonso Davies. Let's go, Alphonso Davies. And the cross comes in. They're hitting it. They're pressuring it. Their crosses are pristine. I will give them that. They know how to hit a cross. They're coming in. They're trying for the cross. That time we get it before they can. Nice play. Michael Owen gets that out to Sancho. Sancho, he's got Shaw as the only player to beat, and he turns on the speed to get in the box. Stays on it. Good pressure to stay on that thing. Could not quite get the shot off in the end, but good work to stay on the ball. Good block. Sancho coming in there. Could not quite get there in the end. Good play. Send it. Oh, no. All right, well, we got a draw against them. It's unfortunate when you tie a cross spammer, but at least we didn't lose. So thank you for checking this out. Thank you for stopping by. It has been a pleasure as always. I'm going to say that I like that Sancho card. Stopde out.